These young teenage boys were kidnapped a month ago trying to retrieve an aid box at these American Israeli GHF sites. They were kidnapped and tortured and interrogated by the Israelis who were trying to extract any information they had about the fighters. And these boys had none, obviously. But it kind of, it's a very significant detail that I think gets passed over where Israel doesn't have the intel that it would like to brag that it does about the operations of the Palestinian resistance. They're torturing children to
Yeah,
try and
children's
extract any
doctors.
doctors.
Yeah,
Exactly. Right.
it's upsetting because we haven't ever seen fighters being captured. All we have seen is civilians who don't have anything to do with anything except
Yeah.
working in hospitals, going to pick up aid for their families who are starving, elderly people being
Yeah.
arrested. We've seen thousands of people in Gaza just taken. They get taken from shelters. The fighters are not sitting in the UN shelters. When you're going
Right.
into a UN shelter, you're taking hostage civilians. And it's just, it's a I mean, it's one of the hardest parts about this whole thing is watching that military criminality. It's shameful military behavior, and it's just on an enormous scale. As a proper military, you would discipline your soldiers for capturing random people who don't have anything to do with anything and wasting the resources of your fighting force. But for Israel, that's the only thing they can do: massacre civilians, take people hostage, and they don't have the resistance. And they offer $5 million. Those kids, they were offered $5 million each if they just told Benjamin Netanyahu where the captives were. And in a place where everybody's being literally starved to death, nobody has given any information about any captive anywhere in Gaza in 664 days. It's a tribute to the Palestinians. And that was what Abu Obaida underscored multiple times in his message last week. It was not simply a military message, it was a message of the way that the entire society is part of this national liberation struggle. Everyday people, teachers, students, doctors are giving blood in the hospitals. I wish we had time to tell all of these stories because history will reflect very well on the steadfastness of the Palestinians in Gaza during this Holocaust, as Ali said.